I'm Al.
Welcome to the Flight Theater at the Complex Hollywood and the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Emergency exits are where you enter. Please silence all cells. There's absolutely no flash photography or filming allowed during the performance. After the performance, please exit the way you entered and down the steps quietly to the street. Enjoy the show.
What do you got?
I saw some lights going on the 9th floor.
Hey, gentlemen, saw lights on the 9th floor.
It's 2 o'clock guard.
Okay, yeah, we know about that. That's a 2 o'clock guard check. Let us know if lights go on any other place.
Copy.
Macho,
Yeah, Fred.
light that match.
Yeah, I got a torch.
Rolanda, the almost open the door.
1 minute, Frank.
It'd be fucking hot, Rolanda. How about them gloves?
I got you. Dale, Villo.
1, 2, Eureka.
You got it?
I got it.
Marie, who said that?
I did.
Who said it first? I think it was Arcanis.
¿Cuál engañó?
Will you open the fucking door?
Step into my parlor.
Jim, how the fuck you been?
Checking on the guards.
You need to be checking on them bugs.
Talking to you.
What the fuck did he say?
Jesus Christ, Macho, turn that squawker down.
Dude, Falcon. Hey, I thought you were one.
Talking now, Macho. Moving on. Have you fellas in the office yet?
Yes, yeah, we just got in.
No. So is everyone else at Howard Johnson's. Shadow man just notified us. Douse the damn light. He told me to see you guys. You go to HoJo's? I'm waving.
How am I supposed to see?
What do we do for light?
Chill.
Yes, Eduardo.
Lighter.
Copy.
That's much better, Macho.
Macho, turn that squawker off.
It's Mickey Mouse here. I tell you, we do another up like this, we're going. We're stopping, believe me.
Next time we bag, we get real gear. No more fucking Radio Shack barking mid baby.
You hear that? Frank, una pistola. Fine.
Get down. Everybody get down. Get under the desk.
The events you are about to witness took place 46 years ago tonight, on June 16, 1972.
Everybody likes something new. Everybody likes something new. Everybody wants to be the one. Everybody wants to be the love. Everybody wants to be together. Yeah, together is fun for you. Everybody loves to go. That's all now for. Everybody likes something good.
Look at that. Look at that. Place is huge. Something like 10 acres. Oh boy, that's a lot. Jesus, she's a beast. You know, I call her the Titanic on the Potomac. She's a real beaut up close. I mean, you should see her in the daytime. There's no straight lines. It's impossible. I didn't even think like that. With the white contrast with the blue of the river, all those pink cherry blossoms coming up to the edge. It's like a postcard, really. And they got everything in there. Got a bakery, and that's where Eduardo gets all those tasty crawlers from. There's a florist, a gym, a salon. They even got a post office, a bank, and a Safeway. When you live there, you never have to leave. You guys know Anna Chanel lives there? Or live there? No, lives there, yeah. Oh yeah, no, she does. Oh man, she is something else. I mean, she might be one of the most beautiful women I have ever seen. I mean, I guess I never thought much of Orientals, you know, until the big one. But after seeing a little bit of the world, I tell you, I think they're some of the most beautiful women there are. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay? I love Cuban women the most. Always have, always will. And white blondes, very pretty too. There's just something about Oriental women. So sexy. They always look so young, so smooth. And that skin though. You know, I read an article on McCall's a few years back. It said something about the way fat is distributed on their faces. Orientals have more fat around their eyes and their mouths. Helps prevent wrinkles. Hey, how the Senators doing?
They moved to Texas and became the Rangers.
Oh, that's right. One more baseball team in D.C. That's weird.
Yeah, maybe you fly out and catch them.
I guess that depends on when we wrap this up and what goes down in Miami. Hey, I haven't been to Texas since a double overtime AFL championship game. Dallas Texans versus Houston Oilers. The battle for Texas, they called it. You remember that? Double overtime! I mean, I've never seen anything like it. When was that? Just around Christmas time, 62. And then Lamar took them to KC.
They want to compete with Merck.
It's too bad they couldn't keep that name in the Kansas City Texans. Man, I suppose Kansas City Chiefs has a better ring to it. And my cousin Pico on my mom's side says we have some Indian blood in us, but nah, I don't know if that's true.
You've been there after that.
What was that, Frankie?
You said you were there after that.
What the fuck did you say, Frank?
Never mind.
Ah. Well, one thing I do know, Texas is hot as hell this time of year. Keep your lemon and eucalyptus on you at all times because them skeeters bite you hard.
It's not the mosquitoes I worry about when I'm in Texas.
You know, catnip works too. They hate that stuff. Imagine one creature's drug is another poison.
Look at that! They got that black bastard.
Who's that?
Cadillac Smith.
Who's he?
The Jungle Bunny that killed that kid in D.C. then turned around and stabbed his kid brother in the face with a bone-handled jackknife.
When was this?
Like 2 weeks ago in Big Stone. They got him at a Holiday Inn in Tennessee.
Yeah, what do they do with that son of a bitch now?
What do they do? The kid goes to college. He comes out with an MFA in society fucking. He's going to learn a lot. Those blacks teach a course in the joint. They know the art and science of killing Moroccan style.
Moroccan style.
Will I ever do time in the cage? I'm joining the library.
You can join them.
You're not black enough, Leo.
How black I gotta be?
like midnight inside a coffin.
That's black. You know, if I was to ever get locked up, I think I'd choose to run with a brand.
Who's the brand?
He's talking about the ABs.
Yeah, that would be my crew.
You're talking about the ABs. Christ, what the fuck? Pompaneros. Fuck those Pompaneros. You fit in better with the Mexicans. Scratch that, put you in the Westerns. You've got too sweet a heart.
Oh,
Little kitty cat.
Why would you want to join the Aryan Brotherhood?
Wait, this is hypothetical, coño. I'm saying that if I was in the Bastille and I had to choose a crew, I think that the ABs are the craziest and the strongest. Those whites, they don't mess around. They're the most treacherous. They can always reach out and touch someone. They don't sneak up and stab you. They do it right out in the open. ¿Qué te pasa?
Or yo.
Ain't no people as crazy as the white people.
Can't disagree with you, Rolando. ABs are feared in every yard, and everybody knows anybody fucks with them, there'll be consequences. Those motherfuckers do whatever they have to do. Fuck with one, fuck with them all. They're given a wide berth. Even the niggers, dudes that click with them are given a wide berth. They don't say boo to them. They get skag and stuff at discount. Instead of 3 bags for 50, then they get 6 for 50. You don't want to start nothing with them. If they perceive you're weak and you have some, especially heroin, they'll steal it, shoot it, and shove that spoon up your ass sideways.
Yeah, you remember that guy that killed all those people from the Texas school tower?
Yeah.
He was white.
So was Charlie Manson.
Oh, he still is.
White people fuck up everything. Empiezan la Primera Guerra Mundial. Empiezan la Segunda Guerra Mundial. Escalan Vietnam. Incluso le dan a Rex Harrison el Oscar por Peter Sellers.
Take my chances on my own. I wouldn't want to join any racist clique. You do that, you put your back against the wall, and that's when they stick a shank in your
I
butt.
don't think the ABs are as racist as they're made out to be. It's a nation of uneducated white boys, so they call themselves Aryans. The government put that title on them. Racist? Separatists when we separated, white pride across their backs. A clique of people that grouped up so they put that title on them. They fuck up a white dude just as fast as they fuck up a black dude. Or one of yous.
What about yous?
Come on, hillbillies know not to fuck with guineas, they're drowning in grease. All the AB is a society within a society that this fucked up society helped create.
Yeah, like a riddle.
Wrapped in a taquito.
Oh, taquitos will be very good this moment. Wait, now I'm hungry. What time is it?
2250.
Hey Vio, what's the name of this game?
Hurry up and wait.
That's your ass.
You know, this whole thing feels like putting dirty clothes back on, no?
Job's a job, Rolando. You gotta show up where you expect it. Be happy there's no mess to make. Besides, you know the tendrils on this one can reach far and wide.
Hey, if that skinny mustache prick cops any attitude tonight, do me a favor, let me do the talk.
I'm not being paid to talk. I don't need to say a flippin' thing.
Dice la boca del mono que no se calla.
Stick in your crack, Vio. Hey, did you bring all your tools this time? These chops.
What'd he say?
He said Macho got a monkey mouth.
That's what I thought he said.
Wait, are we gonna eat tonight? If not, I gotta call in the room service. My stomach, I can hear it singing.
Dale, move.
Let's wait on Howard.
Eduardo. Just call him Eduardo.
I'm not calling him Eduardo, his name is Howard.
Actually, it's Everette. We call him Eduardo.
I thought it was Edward.
Come on, man. Look at one of the 42 books he wrote, okay? The E is for Everette.
Yeah, he's a white guy name.
And so is Howard, so just call him fucking Howard.
Yeah, we call him Eduardo because that is how he introduced himself to us when he recruited us all those years ago. We call him Eduardo. You call him Howard because that is how he introduced himself to you. The day that he asked us to stop calling him Eduardo, start calling him Howard, we'll start calling him Howard. We call him Eduardo.
What's the big ducking deal? Well, I'm trying not to swear.
The big ducking deal is that for the sake of brevity, I think you should call him Howard. It's only 2 syllables.
Noted. Coño, macho. Look at that mess, man.
Yeah. We should go down the front desk, see if they got a room.
Or you could have not eaten like an orangutan. Curious George over here.
He's a monkey.
So are you. Now fucking clean it. Come on.
Hey, Eduardo, ¿cómo estás, man?
You come by here?
Come see you.
He should be here.
It should be a lot of things. Well, you got Coke.
I talked to Gordon about an hour ago. He's been dealing with Mitchell Magruder all day, so don't be surprised if when he get here, he's got some spurs in his ass.
He pulls in that B-team beta machine. He's got a size 13 Florsheim's keeping those screws company.
I know he's easy to want to strangle, but give him some leeway. He's got to come from all sides.
Yeah, it's called life.
Gentlemen, hey, pass that out. While we have this moment alone amongst us, pleasure it has been to work with you guys on this project. Back again, damn near a dozen years.
We once wore fatigues together. Now we wear suits.
To the men of Brigade 2506.
506.
506. To Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes, you little buddy.
So you think there's anything up there? Are we gonna get him this time?
Got it on good authority that O'Brien has got something up there pertaining to Castro. Now, if we can find any evidence that cocksucker's helped to fund the Democrats, then we got a pretty good argument to knock him the fuck out. The Bureau suspects there may be a memo or a document prepared by the Castro regime listing all the covert actions carried out by the CIA against Cuba over the years. When we can find that document, we gotta get a hands on it.
It's sort of like a fielding operations.
Except this time we get something out of it.
Yeah, and Eduardo, I can't tell you the joy that this brings us. For a dozen years, we have been patient.
Tonight that patience will be rewarded.
Bullshit DC cops?
Where the fuck is Jimmy?
What's the matter, Daddy?
Oh,
Well, shit-licked Magruder held me up my way here, tried to make up the time, ran a yellow, got
Get a
tagged.
ticket.
Young prick let me off with a warning. I think it was the mustache. He had one too, but this, much more resplendent. What the fuck is that? Popcorn? Is that popcorn?
Sorry about that, Warren. Frank and I went to the Rialto.
Oh yeah, the Rialto. What'd you see?
Fritz the cat?
Fritz the cat. I didn't take you and Frank for such highbrow fare.
Line for deep throat was wrapped around your cock.
Why that mention? I just opened today.
All right, gents. Here's the shot. Jimmy's fucked up bug is incidental tonight. This trip, he's just a hitchhiker. Now he's got to set up some new toys he's got, but what's really wanted is a photo mission. My principals want everything in the files.
All of them?
Each and every one.
Jesus Christ, there's rows and rows of them. It'll take hours.
Don't tell me it's those goddamn Badinskis.
How the hell do they expect us to get all those photos in one sitting?
Well, Frank, we can do it in between shift changes. Now we'll have about 4 hours in between building inspections. No way we can justify longer exposure than that. Did you bring the right tools this time?
Sí, sí, maldito gran bigote.
Gracias.
Who's winning the series?
¡Ay, coño, ese lacón!
What did you just say?
Oh, they call you the Falco.
Falco.
Yes, the bird other birds fear.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Buenas noches.
Gordon, we want to say thank you. This is what we've been saying to Eduardo the whole time. Use us. Please use us. Anything that is going to bring down Fidel and Raul, we are on board.
Happy to have you on board, Rolando. Men of your ilk, what are we working with tonight?
Tres cámaras, 2 minutos, and a Polaroid.
Polaroid.
We're going to take pictures of everything before we start to touch. That way we can put it back in its proper place.
That's a great idea, Rolando.
Great idea.
All right, now listen up. Bud also specifically is asking for something called a shit file.
A sheet file.
Now, this file would contain any dirt or derogatory information about the Republican Party. John Mitchell is also requesting that we see if there's anything pertaining to Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Apparently, he loaned Dick's brother Donald a buttload of scratch some years ago. My principals want to be certain that none of that information is traceable.
Sounds like your principals need to pick their poison. Either they want these photos, they want this shit file, they want this Hughes business. We're here to stop leaks, not to make goulash.
Oh, Frank, you bring up an excellent point. Let's just do as we planned. Now, the photos are tantamount to this mission's success. Everything else is ancillary. Moving on. Macho! How's that 6th floor activity progressing?
I'm looking.
What do you see?
There's a kid on a phone, pacing around. He's been up there a lot.
Probably taking advantage of the freeload distance.
I would.
Kid, how old?
I mean, he's not a kid, 20, 21. All right, hold on. Just walked out onto the balcony. Oh, man. Oh, he must really have to go.
What's he doing?
Pissing in a potter.
Let me see. Look at that. Jeepers. He is pissing in that terracotta like he owns it. I've seen longer sleeves on tank tops. They must have the AC turned up. I bet Bird's Nest has eyes on him.
Are we ready to breathe?
Did you many? Yeah.
Oh, no.
So we say we brief first.
Did we?
You did.
Why don't we go over the war plan? You gonna wait for the roaches to clean it?
Just gonna go down to the front desk and get him.
Stop those feet right there. You're not going anywhere, Macho. We're not drawing any extra attention to ourselves than we already have. Now, we are 6 men in a Howard Johnson's motel room. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes to deduce that what we're all up to tonight is not something that we're going to want to tell our mothers now. You got 10 fingers on the end of those 2 arms. I highly suggest you lower your knees, bend at the waist, and wiggle and pinch those digits until all that popcorn is gone. This ain't the ground fucking round. Jimmy!
Sorry I'm late.
Glad you can make it.
Did you bring the walkie-talkies?
Yes, but you need to be charged.
Kidding.
Now what?
Jimmy, we're on a recall mission. You gotta charge the batteries. Plug them in.
They're in the car.
Come on!
Look, it'll be fine. I'm stopping off to get a few extra supplies.
Supplies? What do you still need?
Well, I need some wire, batteries, battery charger.
For the love of Christ, Jimmy, what were you doing all
I
day?
was dealing with Alfred, getting him up to speed.
Dealing with Alfred, getting him up to speed. Okay, you do realize that we are on the eve of a penetration?
That's why I'm here.
Go. Just go. Gentlemen, let's call it here. The time is 22:30. Let's all rendezvous room 314 of the Watergate at 2400.
I'll be there promptly.
Jimmy! Jimmy, I want to talk to you. You see that? I need you to get your fucking head in the game tonight, you understand?
Yes, Gordon, I understand.
No more mistakes, Jimmy, huh?
Gordon, I'm on it. I've got some great gear lined up.
Well, that's what you said last time, and you let 2 out of 3 bugs you planted go bad. 2 out of 3, that's not good. That's an F.
Well, had I been able to get the devices I wanted?
Oh, you were given $30,000 to get the devices that you asked for.
Look, I'm telling you, it's goddamn Caulfield's fault. He gave me the shitty lead on the bus.
Shh, Jimmy, you will be a lot better off around here if you do not attribute to malice that which can equally be explained by incompetence. You look tired. Are you tired?
Good, Gordon. I'll grab some coffee downstairs before I head out.
Maybe you grab 2, huh?
I'm gonna go.
I don't know why you're still here. Receipts! It's gonna be a good night. I can feel it. Howard, I hate to bring this up right now, but my principals want the McGovern operation completed tonight too.
Who the fuck said what?
We can do it right after the Watergate. Now, we get this done by midnight. I see no reason why we don't do McGovern as well.
Goddamn, Gordon, the boys will be exhausted.
I agree. You know what? We shouldn't be asked for a second on this, but I'm under pressure. I'll argue against. I'm not hopeful.
Gordon, you do what you can do. They'll try to at least get the venue changed to another break in Miami. At least with the convention, we've had the confusion to cover us. Does McCord even have enough working walkie-talkies? The minimum we need is 6.
He says he will.
These are my men, Gordon. I'm responsible for them.
I never said you weren't.
Just what sounds like high-risk, low game to me. Putting me in the position of ordering the men into something that I don't even believe in.
The big man says he wants the operation.
It makes no sense. It's a boondoggle, if you ask me. Why the fuck would we tap the phone in his Washington office? If O'Brien has taken up offices in the Fontainebleau, then we should be in Miami. Chances are the file's with him. What's the rationale? I'm asking you as a friend, as a colleague, as a fellow professional. Go back to Dean Mitchell Magruder and re-argue the case. You want to get off the hook, you can say you're having trouble with me. I've never dealt with him. I'm an unknown entity. You can put it that I'm jumpy or truculent or however you want to describe my position.
My principals will not want excuses.
All right. Suppose the McGovern entry won't take too long. We'll try that typewriter again. What about compensation? Is there another break-in the budget?
Everybody but Jimmy gets compensated at the same rate. I'll do what I've been doing from the beginning. I'll rob Peter to pay Paul.